What is up, everyone? It's me. I haven't been here in like 1,000,000 years. I'm a little sorry. I think my videos were dropping down on the creative side, so I think I needed to take a little bit of time to pick myself back up again. I don't want to just spew something that isn't very good to you guys. So to all 41 of you guys. Yeah, I took a little bit of a breather and I'm back. I have a blog on Tumblr, and you're thinking, so you're one of those people, hey? I am. I write fan fiction. I think my broom just fell down in my room. Whatever. Anyway, I write fan fiction. They're all good, nice fan fictions where I'm just a part of the Avengers. You can see I like the Avengers. Most of my videos I'm wearing an Avengers t-shirt. I hang out with the Avengers. I go for a fly. It's fun. It's a good time. It's nothing like what you're thinking I might write. It's nothing like that. I'm very pure, okay? It's not bad stuff. I don't need to defend myself to you guys. Anyway, it's a little lame sometimes. I was going through some things to see what I could publish on my blog because I'm trying to write a little bit more, but I have some old stuff on here that I haven't read in a while. I was starting to read it and I figured maybe I'd just share it with you guys because it just seems a little bit, this one seems a little bit interesting. I might try to find a couple of them to share with you guys. But I was just laughing to myself. This one doesn't have a title. Most of them don't. Most of them I just put it onto my Tumblr, and then similar to how people write songs, whatever the most recurring theme is, you just put that as the title. So who knows if this is good or not. I read like a paragraph. It's not gonna be bad. Like, I'm a pretty good writer, but it might be really bad in terms of what the characters are doing, you know? They might not be very true to the character. They might just do whatever I want them to do, which is not very good writing. So maybe I'm not a very good writer. Anyway, everyone was fighting. It was absolute mayhem. I wasn't sure exactly why, but Cap had roped me into helping him. By roped, I mean he asked me and I said sure. The problem was that I was still friends with the guys on the other team, so I was having difficulty putting any heart into the battle. This isn't in here, it doesn't say it, but this is about Civil War. So anyone who's familiar with Captain America Civil War, like the two sides are friends and then they get mad over something and they fight, and they're still kind of friends but they're really mad at each other. That's what I'm talking about with like, I'm friends with people on both sides but I'm fighting with Cap. There was a new guy, Spider-Man. I have a huge crush on Spider-Man, for the record, so who knows where this is gonna go. I truly don't know. I felt a little proud knowing that he was from my own town, but I had to swallow that down in order to properly fight with him. Throughout the battle, I virtually managed to avoid him. Fast as he was on his web, I stuck to changing into Tony and Vision in order to get through to the other people on their team. That's my thing. I shapeshift and can control others, though I do the second one very little. I really, I love that whenever I write a story, or like whenever I'm just imagining it in my head, I'm always like, these would be my powers, and I pick like every power possible. Like, my favorite power to give myself is like, I can shapeshift, but then whatever person I shapeshift into, I also have their power, so then I'm just like this hybrid of every single character, which is cool, but it's not very realistic. And I love that my power is shape-shifting and mind control. So like Mystique from X-Men and Scarlet Witch. Those two characters, if they were one person, not two completely different powers, they would just be one person, and it's me. I'm Mystique Scarlet Witch. Anyway, let's continue. Spider-Man didn't know that I could shapeshift for a while, and I was able to get him away from Bucky and Falcon once by telling him to head somewhere else. So I guess me as Tony Stark just flew in and I was like, hey, go somewhere else. And Spider-Man was like, sure. Awesome. By the end of the fight, a whole bunch of my team had been captured or left. Tony, Bucky, and Steve were nowhere to be seen. So what I mean by this, I guess, is that they left to the, like, Steve and Bucky left to go and do their whole fight over there. What it sounds like I'm saying is that they either got captured or they were like, I just want to go for Starbucks, and they just left. I'm just ripping this to shreds. Spider-Man came for me. And came for me quickly. Hey, who are you? He shouted. Nobody's special. You. Why is he shouting? He doesn't shout. Like, this is clearly before, like, this is a full year ago. I know, just a year. But Clearly I hadn't seen Spider-Man Homecoming yet because Spider-Man doesn't yell. So I said, you? He's like, same. You wanna fight or give up maybe? He seemed almost asking me as if he thought he'd be doing me a favor by letting me get captured without a fight. I'm not sure what exactly I was going for there. Truly, I'm a little bit lost there, but that's okay. No, thanks, I'm good. I sprinted away, changing into Natasha in order to dodge the web Spider was throwing at me. So, yeah, I guess Natasha's pretty good at that, at dodging things. I don't know, is that one of her powers? Cool. Apparently I thought so a year ago. I don't know if her power is dodging things, but Vision and Wanda were directly in front. See, dude, I totally did. You know, I was talking about that, like the thing where I make myself have everyone else's power when I'm them. I totally did that in this because I said I sprinted away, changing into Natasha in order to dodge the web Spider was throwing at me. Like Mystique from the X-Men does not have, like if she changes into, let's say Quicksilver, if she changes into Quicksilver, she doesn't automatically have his power. So I just made myself be like the absolute epitome of the coolest possible Avenger. And I have no pitfalls, which we all know is really good. You don't want to have any character flaws in your characters. You want them to just be all powerful, you know? Like, but anyway, Vision and Wanda were directly in front of me, and I stooped down to check on Wanda. She's all right? I asked. Oh, you know why? Because she got shot down in the movie. That's good of me to remember. He nodded. I'm going to go hide her now so that she doesn't get put in prison. Oh, I said it. Okay, I couldn't tell. It sounded like he was saying it, but it was still in the same paragraph. I trusted myself. So I said, thanks. I'm gonna go hide her now so that she doesn't get put in prison. That's such a weird way to say something, you know? He loosened his grip around her hesitantly, his moral compass struggling against his heart. Please, Vision. He nodded, and I sprinted away to put Wanda somewhere secret. How strong am I that I'm sprinting with like a 19-year-old girl? My only power is like mind control and shape-shifting. I'm not like, maybe I changed into Captain America to carry her because apparently I have everybody's abilities if I change into them. So realistic. Love it. The others I released with my mind, taking control over the people driving them to the prison and having them take them back to my house instead. I don't understand what I'm saying. Who did I release with my mind? At no point in this did I say that I had anyone with my mind, you know? And then I just said that I don't, what? It makes no sense. Vision watched me do this in silence. But how does Vision know what I'm doing? Aren't I just like standing there like, and I thought I sprinted away. I sprinted away. There's so many holes in this. What am I doing? July 23rd, 2017, Sarah. Vision watched me do this in silence, but then Spider-Man came out of nowhere and knocked me to the ground. Ooh, who are you? He asked again, seemingly making small talk with me. See, that's like Spider-Man, not Spider-Man yelling, hey, who are you? I already told you, nobody's special. What if that was literally my name? Nobody's special. And he's just like, no, who? Maybe. Your power is pretty cool, I have to say. Where'd you get it from? I stared at him. What did you say? I said your power is pretty cool. He cocked his head at me. Are you okay? No, I said, my mouth drying up as I suddenly recognized Spider-Man's voice. We know each other, I said shakily, rising to my feet. We do not. We do, if you're who I think you are. Who do you think I am? As I was walking towards him, I tripped forward and hissed in fake pain. I'm gonna fake this guy out. I'm gonna catch him. He caught me in his steady arms. Oh, he got me, never mind. And I jumped on him, ripping his mask off. Why wouldn't I just say who I think he is? You know, like Vision's there, Wanda's there for some reason, even though I sprinted away with her. Everybody's here. Why am I, whatever. He punched me in the face. No way! No way, Sarah! No way! Oh my goodness, he punched me in the face. Blood poured down my nose as I groaned and shape-shifted into myself. Who was I? Who did he think I was? That he would just sucker punch me in the nose. Peter, stop! It's me! He froze his fist in a pulled back position and stared at me. It is not you. You are not her. Oh, this is such awful writing. I'm actually a good writer. This is so bad. Okay. I held my nose with one hand and took a step towards him. He shot a web at my foot and pinned me to the floor. I think I misinterpreted what the word pinned means. Not gonna lie, because pinned means that you can't move. That's 1 foot. I'm pretty sure I'm being too nitpicky now. I have to be, but I'm enjoying being more nitpicky, but still. Peter, we can talk about how cool this is when I'm in prison, okay? I grinned at him and he examined my face to see what trick he thought I might be hiding. Peter, I helped all my friends get away, but I'm not going to fight you, and you'll fight me unless you know it's really me, which can only happen if I go unconscious, because then I will return to my original form. It's not bad, but can I just say that if like some random person told me, like if I was in a fight with some random person that I knew was impersonating people and like constantly lying to me, and they were like, no, when I go unconscious, then you will know who I really am. How am I supposed to know if that's true or not? Like, how would I know if that's true? Like, you could easily just say it. It doesn't have to be true. You could just say, oh yeah, well, you'll know for sure, because then I go unconscious then. And why wouldn't I just fake, like, I don't know. I don't know. I hope he doesn't fall for it. Okay, I just read the last line. I got it. I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. I gazed into the eyes of my best friend. Ooh, so we're best friends in real life. How did it take me that long to figure out it was him then? Like, oh man, that's too funny. The only person I've ever trusted anything with, and I knew that it would be okay, that we'd still be friends after this. Why? You lied to him, and he lied to you, and he doesn't think that you're his friend and he's gonna beat you up. So, anyway, getting ahead of myself. I'm really proud of you, I whispered. It clicked for him then that I was telling the truth, but it was too late. Oh, I remember this. I remember it, like I posted this actually, and it got like 0 notes on Tumblr, and really I want to know why. It clicked for him then that I was telling the truth, but it was too late. I was already reaching into his mind and pulling out the phrase that I needed him to say. We were attached by the web stuck onto my legs. So he's got his, to give you some imagery, so it's like this is my leg, we're gonna say. We were attached by the web stuck onto my legs, and his mouth opened crocally the way it did when any mouth is being forced to speak. Karen, shoot taser webs. And that's the end. Because for some reason, literally I have no idea why, I know that July 23rd, 2017 me knew what was going on. I know that. Like they knew that it was necessary for me to be knocked unconscious by my best friend Peter Parker for the sake of something, but I'm not sure what's going on. And it did. It got 0 notes on Tumblr, and I do pretty well on Tumblr usually. So that's pretty sad. I just ripped this to shreds. It's not the worst thing ever. Like for a piece of writing, if you're gonna hold it up to like other really bad fan fictions, it's not that bad, I guess. But I feel like my problem is like with whenever I'm writing, I really have to be careful because my brain goes so much faster than my hands. And I know that that's probably like really cliche to say and be like, make it an excuse, but it's true, and it's very obvious to me when I've written a bad fan fiction. Everything in it makes so much sense to me, and I can picture everything because I'm writing like half of the story and the other half is just happening in my brain, and I'm filling it all in as I'm writing it. So like in my head, last year, whenever I wrote this, I'm sure I knew exactly what that ending meant to me, and it meant a lot, and I thought it was great. I don't think the ending sucks. The ending doesn't make sense because it was never explained. So it's just kind of funny to read my old ones that I can't remember writing anymore. Like I can kind of foggily remember posting it and like the next day reading it and being like, okay, I know why this got 0 notes. It's because the only person that can like this is me, because I'm the only one knowing what's going on half the time because I only wrote half the stuff in here. So yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, dude, I gotta go. Just a second here. I'm in my mom's phoning. But anyway, so I just wanted to say this is me ripping, oh, that's a good noise. Ripping my fan fiction to shreds. It's bad. It's not the worst, but it's not great. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's not good. Yeah, but I'll leave my Tumblr link down in the description. If you do want to follow me, not all my stuff is that bad. Most of my stuff is good. If it is bad, I just delete it like right afterwards. They're all mostly better than my YouTube videos, so I'm just hating on myself today. Gotta make up for some of that ego that I got going on. Thanks for listening to my, I don't know what it is, my review, my terrible fan fiction review. There's the title. See you next week, or never, you'll never know, because I'm really bad at YouTube.